Hello and welcome to Cracked Open, a podcast guiding you on your journey to becoming a vessel of unconditional love. And this is your host, Beck Milonas, High Priestess, Channel, and Activator. Join me on this series as I share reflections, insights, and channel transmissions from my journey of walking the initiation path. Each episode is a unique transmission containing supportive frequencies to facilitate the deepest healing, activation, and reconnection with your soul. I invite you to open your mind and set the intention to receive this episode into your heart space. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Cracked Open, a podcast guiding you to becoming a vessel of unconditional love. Today's episode is another short one. I'm just being guided to come on here and share what is in my heart, on my mind, around pushing through those barriers and the boundaries in which are keeping us from moving to our next level of visibility or success or purpose or passion or creativity or authenticity or whatever it is, right? So I'm sharing some raw, vulnerable moments from my life. I don't know what this light is up here. If you're seeing the video, it's a bit, sure, we're going to run with it. Can't get rid of it. I tried to get rid of it and, it is what it is. So we're just going to go as it is. And it's more about the messages shared than the quality of this video, which I can see, you can see is not great. So I'm about to jump on live now on Instagram as well, because we love sharing things. So bear with me, and I'm going to cut this up on the podcast so you don't have to listen to me trying to figure out how to go live. All right. Hello, beautiful souls. So I'm going to drop in here with a bit of transmission that wants to come through me this morning. Oh, there's a lot of fire. It's going to be very fired up today, and that's fine because that's how we're showing up today. It's how we're showing up from now on, because there is this sense and this feeling that is bubbling, that is rising in me of this part of me who will no longer be silenced, who will no longer silence herself, who will no longer pander to the egos, right? The fucking egos, the fragile, wounded egos in our paradigm, in our society, to people who can't handle, who can't hold the light, who can't hold the truth, who can't hold the codes, who can't hold the fullness of who the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm here to bring through, right? So this is what this transmission today is going to be, a unapologetic permission slip for you to embody the same energy in your own way, right? In your own way. But I want to say how I've gotten here to this point of like, there is this pressure cooker exploding in me from all the lifetimes and all the fucking times where I was silenced, where I wasn't recognized, where I had my voice stolen from me. I had my code stolen from me. I was discredited, right? I was unacknowledged. So many of us carry this wound or this feeling from not just this lifetime, but lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of persecution, belittlement, judgment, shame, right? For speaking up, for sharing the truth of who we are and what we're here to share. And every time we've done that, we've been faced with ridicule. We've been faced with judgment. We've been faced with rejection, heartache, right? Some of us have literally been murdered, killed. Don't know why I laughed. That wasn't funny, but I'm trying to lighten the mood here, right? We've been burnt at the stake because of what we've had to share, right? Because of who we are, because of our pure essence has triggered people. And so they've tried to silence us. And so then to keep ourselves safe, we've developed this little mechanism, this little coping mechanism called keeping quiet, keeping hidden, not reaching too many people, staying in our little corner of the internet, staying in our little witch closet, right? Like only telling the people we know are going to accept the truth of who we are, but keeping it very limited, very controlled, very confined, because then it doesn't spiral out of control and the wrong people don't find us, right? Or the people who are going to judge us, the people who aren't going to understand us, who are going to be triggered by what we have to say, what we have to bring through. And it's all well and good because, yeah, sure, we stay safe. We stay safe in that little realm, in that little world which we've created for ourselves, our bubble. But what's been coming up for me, and I know that this is collective as well, because I've spoken to many other people, particularly women who feel this same wound of unacknowledgement, of frustration, because it's like, I know I'm here to bring through so much fucking magic, and it's infuriating and it's heartbreaking and it's soul destroying that my magic is not reaching those who it's here to reach. Why? When I'm seeing people who aren't putting their heart and soul into what they're offering, seeming to, I don't know, just like go viral overnight. And it's like, what the fuck? What about me? What about what I have to say? What about my voice? What about my expression? What about the magic that wants to flow through me, right? Why is it not getting acknowledged? And I hate to say it, but that's on you, right? That's something within you that is stopping that, because it's like your fear of being seen for the truth of who you are, right? Of being vulnerable, because you're vulnerable, guys. If you are fully seen in the truth of who you are, then you're vulnerable. If they saw how soft, how sensitive, how loving, how kind, how compassionate, how beautiful you are, deep down, how squishy you are deep down, they'll take advantage of it. Or if they see your raw passion, right? Your authentic essence, which is magnetic, which they don't understand. And so it makes them feel inadequate. And then they want to pin that on you and turn the blame and project and fucking all these things that your light will bring up in the shadow of others that they cannot handle or hold. You're so afraid of letting it be seen because you don't want to deal with the judgment and the projection. And so as a result, you're not having the reach that you came here to. You're not stepping into what God is fucking asking of you, because it's a fire within you, right? And sometimes we need something to come along and light that fucking fire. For me, it was yesterday. I was like, had this incident come up and it was perfect and it's divine, and I actually have no resentment because I did what I needed to do. I said what I need to say. I created the piece of fucking fire, which was a song, which was like, all my sacred rage for all the women who have been silenced and not recognized. And like, I had my moment, then I was like, oh, it doesn't actually matter. Like the incident itself I don't hold any beef. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter, right? Not important. But what was important was this voice that came out of it, this energy that came out of it. Something in me snapped and it was like, fucking no more, right? No more. No more. Something my sister says all the time, just thinking about it. It's so funny. No more am I going to hold my voice back because I don't want to offend someone. I thought about posting this song. In fact, I'm probably going to share it very soon because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm like angry. And I'm bitter, because actually I'm like laughing over here after everything. And after I recorded, I was like, oh great, I got my rage out and now I feel fucking good because I can laugh about it. And this song is dope. Like I'm stoked, right? I'm stoked with what I just created. But I don't want to be misconstrued as the angry lady, right? The angry fucking lady who's jaded and bitter. I don't want people to mistake that as I'm shitting over someone. And then all these stories came in of like, you can't be too angry, you can't be too passionate, you can't come on here and rap and like drop F-bombs. Because then people will misunderstand you, Beck, and they won't see how gentle and soft and in your heart you are, right? And then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, but what about all the fucking women, all the people in this world who have been repressed, who haven't had a voice, who haven't got to say what they want to say because they crumbled, because they were too afraid of the judgment. They were too afraid of the persecution. They were too afraid of, what if I like put the truth out there and the people I'm talking out against don't like it, and then they come at me and everyone turns against me and then I look like the asshole, right? I'm like, it takes a certain person to have the, I won't say balls, but like, I got ovaries, right? to have the chutzpah, to have the guts, to have that fucking fire inside to speak up, right? And there's so many of you out there that have this inside because you are freedom fighters. You are flipping over tables like Jesus and calling out the bigots. And it's like, where the fuck is that fire now? Where is it? Why are you allowing yourself to be silenced out of fear of what these people might fucking think? What you're here for is so much more important than what 5 people on the internet might think, right? They don't understand that it's a cosmic joke, that you just need to have your rant and share it because actually there was something in that experience that ignited something and it was fucking perfect. And that rage needed to come through so someone else can listen to that song when they're getting fucked over by someone who stole their magic, stole their voice, stole their codes without acknowledging them, right? And that person needs to hear that. But if I was sitting here being like, oh fuck, like what are people gonna think, right? What if people judge me? What if they take it the wrong way? What if they're offended? What if they think I hate? Like I don't have any of that energy in me because I've released it. But what is problematic is holding that inside and internalizing it and getting frustrated at yourself for not showing up, for not sharing it. It's like it wants to be shared. Your truth, your medicine wants to be shared. It wants to be heard. It wants to be received. You have it in you for a reason. And that fire that you might be feeling, that frustration of like, why am I still here? Why am I not further along? Is a message to you. It's your soul mobilizing you to step out of your comfort zone and start putting it out there. Even if no one fucking hears it, it needs to be heard, right? It needs to be out there. It needs to be out in the world. And that one person who listens to it, right? I have one person on this live with me, guys. One fucking person. I'm sure it's serving them. Oh, and they're gone now. Right? So it's like, fuck. I'm just ranting to myself now. But someone at some point might come across this reel and feel something, right? And I find whenever I'm honest and I'm authentic and I'm speaking from my heart, it lands, right? So what are you hiding? What part of your heart, your soul, your tender softness or your rage or your truth, your message, what are you hiding? What aspect of you are you hiding out of fear of how that's going to be received? And how is that holding you back from everything that you desire? I've been fucking saying for like 10 years, God, I just want to like exist to make music. I'm glad you're still here, Simon. There we go. Someone's still receiving this. Amazing. Boom. Right? I just want to make music all day and write books and rant. That's all I want to do is share and talk and rant and create art and share it. Right? I just want to fucking do that. But in order to do that and be supported to do that, I actually kind of need to allow myself to reach people, right? You can't create income. You can't create provision if your work's not actually reaching people. And I've had this like wound in my heart, this sadness of like, there's so much for me to say and there's so much for me to share that I know is going to impact people so deeply. I know it. Right? Because I receive that feedback from the people who do receive it. It touches them. And that doesn't validate like what I have here to share. Even if it touched no one, it would still be fucking valid because it's my feelings and my emotions, right? But I know, and I know that I'm not just speaking to me now, I'm speaking to you, whoever's listening to this, like you also have soul level art, right? Codes, magic in you that is here to reach people, and you hiding it and keeping it small to keep you safe is actually taking you away from everything that you desire. So back to my previous, what I was just saying is like, that's what all I want to do with my time is like just create and be paid to just fucking create and be myself, right? And light up the world with my essence and my frequency and my music and my art. But if I'm not sharing my music because I'm like, well, no one's going to fucking listen to it anyway, right? There's no point. Or I'm not going to get recognized anyway. So what's the point? Or I'm not sharing my message because it's like, well, one fucking person on my Instagram will hear this. So what's the point, right? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been doing this for 5 years and I have not reached enormous amounts of people, but it does not fucking matter, right? It does not matter. I'm still here. I'm still showing up. because it's not about the fucking metrics and the validation. It's about my soul touching someone with what I have to say, right? And the messages I've received from the one person it did touch, and it was like, boom, that hit with fucking truth. It's worth it to me. But I know, which is why all of this is coming up. I mean, look at how it's igniting me. It's like serving a purpose, right? And I'm loving this energy that it's pushing me into since I've come out here and I've relocated onto this fucking powerful land. I'm on fire. I'm on fire, and I have so much passion, and I have so much energy, and I have so much magic that wants to flow through me. I'm like creating constantly out here. And there is this energy of like, I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not going to limit myself anymore. I'm not going to limit the life force that wants to flow through me, the magnetism, the passion, the fire, the anger, the rage, the whatever the fuck it is. I'm not going to limit my expression anymore, because I actually know now in my heart that expression not only serves those who are here to receive it, but it's actually the key to everything I have been asking and calling in, right? I have it. It's in my hand. What I'm looking for and asking for, it's in me. It's in my hand. I have everything that I need here to call in everything that I'm here to create. My soul gave me these desires, not from ego of like, I want to build a huge platform and have 400 million likes because it'll make me feel better. It's like, no, I want that fucking platform, and I'm here. It's not even, I don't even fucking want it. It's like, I'm here to reach those people because I have something to say. And because that something is coming from a channel which is more pure than my human desire. And so it's inevitable, right? Like, there is a difference between desiring fame and validation and wanting people to follow you and like you and tap the like button, whatever the fuck, because it makes you feel better about yourself. And then actually knowing you are here to land with huge amounts of people because you're here to speak truth, right? And this is something I have, like, my Chiron is in Leo, right? That's all about being seen, and then having all this shit about being seen, and like knowing you're here to like fucking reach a lot of people, but then having all this wounding about it, right? I've known in my heart and my soul since a baby, since I came here, I was here to make an impact beyond a few people. And I've dismantled and spent 5-6 years dismantling the places where that was distorted. It was like, I want to be famous, so I feel like someone. I want to create a platform that I pretend is about serving people, but it's actually just about me making money and feeling powerful, right? Some of the people I'm calling out in this fucking song, but I'm gonna go there. Anyway, like, I have been humbled to make sure that my intention is so pure that I'm not sharing with an ulterior motive. I'm not sharing for any reason other than this is alive. This is what I've been asked to show up and share. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not anymore, right? I'm still here, is the message that I'm trying to get across. You can feel that fire in me. Now I say that and there's no, like, there actually isn't. I'm like looking, I'm like, is there like a little part of my human who's like, oh, I don't know, is that too? Like, there is not any fucking part of me who actually gives a fuck anymore. And that's beautiful, right? And that's the process that we have to go through to strip back all those layers. Because fame, stardom, reaching people, it's fickle, right? The same people who were singing your praises one day are going to turn around and flip the switch on you, right? So I've had all sorts of initiations of people coming back into my life, or like turning on me, really close friends turning on me suddenly, hating me for no fucking reason other than the initiation that my energy brings. And I made sure that I was clear in that, right? Like, I did the self-reflection. Did I act like a dick? I'm going to take ownership for the parts that were my responsibility, right? But no, actually, like, some of it is just like, it's just my frequency. I can't help it, right? What that brings up in people. And I've gone through those initiations for years. God saying, is your intention really pure? Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why are you sharing? Why are you showing up? What's the motive? And it's gotten to this point of like, I just want it to be fucking out there in the world. Because there is no point coming here with all this wisdom and all this knowledge and all this energy that's here to shift paradigms and then be quiet, right? Some of you are here to be freedom fucking fighters, to say the things that other people aren't brave enough to say. And you've played this role in many lifetimes where you've stood up for those who can't stand up. You've given a voice to those who can't have a voice. And so, yeah, you can say, well, I'm going to keep quiet and I'm going to keep it inside and it doesn't matter. And I'm going to turn the other cheek and I'm going to be the bigger person and see the higher spiritual perspective. And I see all of that. Of course I do. There's nothing but love. And it serves. Like, look at me. I'm so fired up and it's fucking fantastic. Thank you. Right? Thank you. Thank you for fucking reminding me who I am and that I'm not going to fucking be silent anymore. Right? I'm not going to stand by and let someone else take the credit. Right? So there is this dance between humility, right? Being in the background, doing God's work, staying hidden. Don't need the accolades, don't need the credit, right? I don't need the acknowledgement. I'm doing this just out of love. And that is perfect. We reach that point in our journey. We have to reach that point in our journey. So like I said, it's pure. It's coming from this place of like, okay, I'm not doing it just for likes and validation because all that shit is fickle. But then the other side of that is when you've reached that point and you're able to stand up and speak out, right? And not be weak and silent, right? Because speaking up with fire and passion, and sometimes even anger, it's not the unevolved thing to do, right? It's not more spiritual to lay down and just fucking die. Just accept it. Well, this person's like doing all this shady shit and I'm just going to accept it. It's okay because I've made peace with it and I've done my healing around it. So it's fine. I'm just going to let it. It's like, that's good. And I understand that perspective, non-violence, peace, right? Turning the other cheek, being the bigger person. I get all of that. But then who's going to be the person to stand up and fucking say something so that person doesn't keep doing the same shady shit they've been doing? Stealing people's fucking voice, using people, taking their talent, right? Riding off other people's coattails. Someone's got to fucking stand up. It reminds me of like sexual harassment, right? And the Me Too case. Like it took someone to stand up first and say, hey, all this shit is happening, for all these women to have the courage to say me too. And being that first person is never fun. It's terrifying to be the one standing up and sharing the thing that no one else is sharing, going against the grain, shattering the paradigm. Yeah, it's fucking scary. It takes a lot. But don't let your fear of who is going to come up against you, right? Who is going to try and take you down? Who is going to try and slander your name, talk shit about you, right? Make fun of you, not understand you, misconstrue what you're trying to say, misconstrue your intention, say that you're just an angry, rage-filled person and you don't know what you're talking about, right? Say you're not evolved, you're egotistical, you're not spirit, whatever the fuck it is. That doesn't matter anymore when you reach this point of like, I know the intention of what I have to share. I know that what I have to share fucking matters. And I'm not going to stand in my own way anymore, right? Because ultimately, all of it is a cosmic mirror. So if you're not reaching people to some degree and that you know, and you've like really done the work to discern, okay, now that I've stripped back all the ego reasons to have fame and success and recognition, I'm still here, I'm still showing up and it's still coming from a pure place because I know that I'm here to reach people. Like I just know it, right? It's in me. And I know it's coming from this true soul aligned place. I know I'm here to have visibility, to be seen. I'm not talking about myself anymore, guys, just so you know. I'm not, this is a message for someone here. I'm using my own process to support you. Because I totally see and I acknowledge the divine timing and me slowly building, slowly building a following over years. Because 5 years ago, if I had have had, boom, all these people, I went viral, I would not have, that would have broken me, right? It would have broken me because I was still doing it for validation. I was still doing it for likes. I was like, please, someone like me, validate me, press the fucking, tell me I'm special, tell me I'm powerful, tell me I'm that. And now it's like, I don't fucking need you to tell me that. I know. And the frustration now is like, I actually know what's in me. And I'm standing in my own way. So I'm just frustrated at myself, right? So if you've reached this point now and you're like, I actually know, I know in my heart and in my soul that what I have to bring into this world is also my source of divine provision, fulfillment, right? But I just keep coming back to these visions I have of myself in my music studio every single day. I've got this beautiful studio on this beautiful property with a temple that I've created. And I'm just in there channeling books and poetry and fucking music. And I'm producing and I'm putting out content. And I don't have to worry about how many people like my thing or how many people sign up to my mystery school so I can keep doing this, right? What money I've got in the bank. I'm just creating from a pure place of sharing because it feels so good for my soul to create because I'm a visionary. I'm a creatrix. It's what I'm here for, right? And this is the vision I just anchor into, talking on stages and sharing and having people moved. It's like that is not going to happen. All the things that I know I'm fucking here for won't happen if any part of me is carrying this wound of I'm never acknowledged, I'm not seen, I don't matter, my voice isn't heard, or if I am heard, it's not safe for me because I'm going to be misunderstood, all the things we spoke about, right? So this is a point that I've reached recently in like the past couple months. It's been this huge, like breakthrough moment for me. And it's like, fuck, I see it. It's so clear. And I see why I had to go through what I had to go through to get here. But I'm also like done. I'm done with that level because I know that there's no more expansion for me. What my soul is now asking for me to step into is so much bigger than where I've been playing. It's like big fish, small pond. And yeah, I'm comfortable in my tiny little pond, reaching 5 people and oh, look, there's still one person live, right? But it actually doesn't serve anymore. Like it's gotten to a point where it's like, I've heard the message so many times over the past 3 weeks of like, I don't understand why you're not reaching more people because you've changed my life, right? Where I'm like, yeah, you know what, at this point, something's got to fucking give. So I'm now letting go of that and God bring him to me because I'm ready. I actually am ready now, right? I'm ready to radiate just because. And it's because I've shed these last layers of that fear of who the fuck I actually am in my full radiance, in my full power. You are so powerful that your power is actually terrifying, right? To you. I'm not talking to me, right? I'm saying to you who you actually are and the magic and the fucking codes and the potency and the fire that you have inside. It's not that you're not powerful, right? The reason why you haven't reached the reach that you have or had the success that you have is not because you're not powerful. You're fucking powerful. It's because, are you ready for this? You're not in your power, right? You can be as powerful as the most powerful person in the world, but if you're not in your power, there's no point, right? And then it cycles in frustration. Being in your power means being sovereign and being in control of what you're creating. Being in control of what you're creating means being aware of all the aspects of you who want to stay small, who want to stay hidden, who don't want to be in their power because it's more convenient to not be in their power, right? Who want to delegate their power, give it away. Please take my power. I don't want it. It's scary, right? All the places your energy is leaking out. Please validate me. Please like me. And yeah, as Simon says, some people aren't ready for your truth. Absolutely not. I don't appeal to everyone. I get that now, right? And God has said this to me many, many times over the past year and a half. I've been receiving this message of like, well, it's been protection, baby girl. It has been protection, divine protection that I've been quietly working in the background, working on the people who can hold and handle my medicine. Because I don't think, honestly, if I'm being real, like I had to deal with a huge initiation at the start of the year about, yeah, it's like the judgment or the reflection of people who couldn't handle my truth and so turned that against me. And it was big. Like it was like, whoa, fuck, there's part of me who still wants to be approved, wants to be liked, doesn't want to be seen as dark, evil, whatever, working for Satan, whatever that is. And I had to go through this initiation, this moment which broke me, but then made me even closer to God than ever before, right? And so, yeah, maybe a year ago, I actually wasn't ready because this fire, this truth, not only does it ignite the spark in those you're here to serve, but it triggers the fuck out of those who aren't ready for your truth, right? So you need to be able to hold both polarities, both extremes. You need to be able to hold the people who are like, fuck yeah, girl, I'm here for your medicine. You got me riled up. And I've been receiving that message a lot, but I'm not letting it get to my head because I've seen people who've given me that message then turn around and decide they hate me 5 days later because it awakened too much of their shadow that's like, it's not convenient, right? She's the most magnetic, beautiful, incredible woman in the room until she's poking your fucking wounds that you don't want to see. And then the oracle, the magical, mystical woman that, oh wow, she's like, I'm so enamored by her and I'm mesmerized until she brings up all your shit. Then you can't hold it anymore. And it's like, I'm just going to like project that outwards instead of do the work, right? So you need to be able to hold that too without letting it break you, right? For me now, it just fuels me. Like that just fueled me. I created from that place. I created something beautiful, something like fiery, but it's beautiful. And I'm using that now to fuel me, to give me more power inside. More like, I'm not going to fucking be silenced anymore. You were only just stoking the flame, right? You're just giving me more ammo. Anyone who is speaking up against you or talking shit about you, who can't handle you, is only just giving you more ammo to shine even brighter. That is my rant for today. That is my rant. I'm done. I'm done ranting for today. It was fun. Thanks for listening to my rant. If you were here and you're like me and you were done, or like me a couple weeks ago, really done, and pushed through to the other side where you're like, fucking, here I am being unapologetic, writing raps about it, calling people out publicly, then rebirth is for you, right? In rebirth, we're going to go to these places where your power is leaking out because you know you're powerful. You know that you have magic here to bring the world. You've seen the visions, right? You have this knowing in your heart. Your soul's been telling you this is what you're here for. This is what you're here for. This is what you're here for. But you're not standing up and you're not fucking taking the action, or you're sabotaging yourself, then it's time to come with me and take your power back, right? Rise into sovereignty with me by viewing it, seeing it, all the things that you're afraid are going to get projected at you. Let's look at them, right? Let's look at them together. Because the reason I am now able to stand here and speak from truth with strength and conviction is because I've already explored all the worst case scenarios, what people might say in response, right? How people might react. And I've loved those aspects of myself, right? So if you want to be a leader and you know you're here to do something powerful and profound and magical, and you're wanting more, then come with me in this experience and let's explore and look at all those places your power is leaking away, or that say they want more but are terrified of the more, because what the more is actually gonna what the more I actually bring that I'm not ready for, right? Because there is a point you reach where you're ready, where you're actually ready to be done, to move past. Receive that, Simon. Thank you. You're ready to move past that threshold. And if you're ready to move past that threshold, I'm here, right? Let's go. DM me. Check out the show notes, because it's going to go on my podcast, where I'll give you the link to Rebirth. We're going to start really soon, in like 2 weeks, something like that, week and a half. The world needs you. It's time to stand up. That's all I got to say. Mwah. I'm out. Bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Cracked Open. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share with a friend if this episode has served you in any way. For more information about the work that I do, or to get in touch with me, read the show notes or head to beckmylonas.com. Until next time, beautiful soul.